Right, welcome back to the Treq Inspired Malaga. We're into Season 5. We have got a transfer special now. I wanted to bring in 4 key players. I think I said that in the last video. I want 4 key players just to do this, this, and this. We've ended up signing way too many. Couple that I'm already regretting about, and you just see a name and you go, oh yeah, he's pretty. I'll have him. And it's backfired a little bit. I also want to talk about the tactic and the tempo. We're really having to change it up. Even though we've had a really good start to the season, we are in 6th place. 4 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats, but the wins haven't been great. We're not creating a lot, so it's meant a little bit of a tactical change. We tried the trequartista up front as well to start with to see if we could get those 3 behind really on fire. It's not worked. So we're going back to a very, very simple 4-2-3-1, but we'll talk about that after we've gone through all the transfers. Now, we've let go Moro. We were kind of just cashing in, really. He was on 17 grand a week. We bought him on a free, 3.1. He was obviously peaking. He'd reached 29. I thought we could do a little bit better in there, so we cashed in on him. Kevin Schlotterbeck came in for like half a season to get us promoted. Didn't play for us. Was out on loan last year. Eddie Salcido has gone out the door like relatively cheaply. 900k, which is an absolute bargain for Alaves. He just isn't of the quality we need if we really want to kick on in this division. Domingos Quina, I actually thought he was leaving on a free. He wasn't. He had another season left. He's absolutely left for nothing, but he was just constantly whinging about game time, etc. Was okay in the second tier, not good enough La Liga, so he's gone off to Parma for just under £25,000. And Suet Sadar, who is quite a decent player actually, 30 years old. I wanted to bring in some fresh faces, someone who may be a little bit better in this technical department. Signed him on a free. He was on about 20 grand a week. We've got 1.9 million for him. And then on the ins, we brought 9 in. 1 that's gone into our B team and he's going to score absolute ton of goals in there. So kind of 8 at a total of around £20 million. The first one through the door on the 1st of July was Hannibal. Now, I've just sold him in my Manchester United save, saying that he isn't good enough for Manchester United. And he isn't, and he isn't, to be honest, that great for us. But what I have brought him in is because he can play in all positions. Like if we go to a sort of like a deeper pivot, he can play in there. A higher pivot, he can play in there. He can play on the right as a playmaker or as a winger, on the left and through the middle. So he's really good in all areas. So very much a squad player. We then brought in Youssef Chermiti, who I've seen do well in other Football Manager saves. We got him on a free. He's still only 23 years old, but because I'm wanting to go with this target forward on attack, I thought he was a really good backup Shajona. So, 13 finishing, lacking in the technicals. So I did think it was a little bit of a risk-free signing. So he is in as backup. Nanuel Mendieta is our striker that I've signed for 1.8 million. He is a 19-year-old Argentinian. Has a look of a little bit of Aguero or something in there. He's got the 5'10", so not the biggest, but he is a goal scorer. An absolute goal scorer. I have put him in our B team on the hope that he'll just improve. He's playing in the 3rd tier, looking quite well in the 3rd tier, by the way, our B team. Potential that they're in a promotion race to get into the 2nd tier, which will be absolutely nuts. So Mendieta, number 23, in the B team. We're just going to play him. I thought it was risk-free once again. Absolute bargain. See how he gets on. Develop in that B team. And then we made a signing to someone who can really progress us this year. This is Jose Masha. He was 4.6 million from relegated Las Palmas. Not absolutely amazing, but very decent in certain areas, in particular playing with the ball. We're actually playing him at centre-half. He's going to be our left centre-half, but can do jobs in the double pivot, can do jobs on the left-hand side. Now, at the moment, you can see that the team is not looking absolutely amazing. I think this is the issue that I have this season, that I've filled the squad with better squad players, but we've not really improved that starting 11. Is he going to be the man that Texas helps us go on to that next level? I don't think so. But he's Spanish, he's 25, he's 6'1", he's very good, or should I say good across the board, and relatively cheap. This is like the kind of the market we're in at the moment. We then brought in another B team player to join our ranks. He is highly rated, hasn't been at one of the big boys, but it is Carlos Salgado. Few nice little technicals, passing technique, long shots, dribbling, crossing and finishing are all pretty good. Stamina's not bad. Good vision, some really good mentals in there at the age of 19. Once again, go in that B team and go and play. And then Charlie Patino. Once again, is he going to kick us onto that next level? No. I've kind of, with him and Hannibal, I think I maybe should have left these two alone a little bit and maybe tried to sign someone who was absolutely class in that holding midfield role. I think he's going to be okay because he's got, tremendous first touch, tremendous passing, tremendous technique, determination, composure. Physicals are okay. Strength isn't great, but I'm hoping that he's going to be a little bit of a baller in there. We've got 4 players in there now that can kind of rotate during the season. Is he going to kick us on to the next level? No, I don't think he is. The transfers, though, however, I did pick up as the season progressed and into sort of like end of July and August. So the next 3 I do think are key players. The first one being Nicola Profeta. He is a Colombian under 20s by the looks of it. £1.9 million from Deportivo Cali, but looking tremendously good. In particular, his first touch, technique, passing, tackling 15 as well. Vision good, work rate good, positioning good, decisions, composure, anticipation, all good. Is he good enough for the next level? Yes. Is he that sort of like absolute world-class player? No. But can he get us into that top 7 kind of European mix? I think he is the man. And once again, definitely sell on value. 1.9 million through the door. Imagine we could probably get easy 10 million plus for him if we were to sell him 12 months later. Probably our biggest sign in terms of names is Marash Kambula. He is from, I think we got him from, who did we get him from in the end? I think we got him from Bayer Leverkusen, but I've known him at Roma when Roma spent a lot of money and never quite played him, especially when Jose Mourinho came in, but he is exactly what I love in a defender. Little bit of pace, good jumping reach, 6'3", doesn't dive into tackles, plays simple short passes, so ideal for that centre-back role. Heading, 17, marking 16, tackling 15, good work rate, good positioning, decent mentals. At a cost of 4.1 million, he is our highest earner though on £71,000 a week. And then the last one is someone called Tony Majic. Now I've brought him in to play as a trequartista on that left-hand side, and we've changed it. Of course we have. But he is quite fluent in 2 positions. He could do the left side, he could do in behind. He could also, that's what she said, and he also could do striker. He's only 21 years old, 6'2", for a good physical profile as well. Not great on work rate, vision okay. Decent flair, determination, good dribbling, good first touch, finishing pretty good at a cost of 6.25 million. A little bit of a risk on him, but I'm hoping to really progress him with our training in the club over the next few seasons. So I'm a little bit disappointed with the work that I've done. Looking back, you have these one nights. I try and do my transfer window in one night, and looking back on it, I'm unhappy. I don't think the team itself is much better than what it was. Potentially the back 4 with Master and Kumbula is definitely an upgrade on Wande and Fish. Paul is a youngster that's coming at left back and started really well. We're now looking at playing him more and more as the season develops. We're now going with this 4-2-3-1 a lot higher, mainly because just the way we've been playing. Like the Athletic Club, we lost away to them at the start of the season. Not the worst result in the world, you would say, but look at that. No possession, 2 shots, 1 on target, really low XG, didn't create enough. Villarreal, 3-1 win. Looks good on paper, doesn't it? But only 5 shots with 3 of them going in. And one of them was an own goal. XG of 1.12, but 63% possession, so a little bit better. We sneaked a win against Celta Vigo away from home. They've just been promoted, but look at that. They had a few more shots. Their XG was higher. Possession pretty even as well, so we're not dominating games. A home draw against Granada, who were in the relegation zone at the time. 1-1, it had to be a penalty from us, so our XG is around 1 there, because I think a penalty is around 0.7 or 0.75. So once again, lots of the ball against these kind of poorer sides, but not doing much with it. We then went to Barcelona, lost 2-0, but we got absolutely battered, and we did hold out till the 78th minute. They did have 26 shots on target. We had 1. So once again, not creating much, but we'll leave that one. And then we've had 2 straight wins. This was more appealing, where we changed it in the second half to this sort of more of a standard 4-2-3-1. We're just not getting much out of Teo as the shadow striker and Kusiazer Jona as our trequartista, because he's not a trequartista, he's a target man. Teo is not a shadow striker, he's not got great physicals to get in and run in behind, he doesn't like doing that, he wants to get on the ball, so naturally having him back at the trequartista makes sense. And then we've just had a 1-0 win at Betis with the deeper 4-2-3-1 again. Trequartista Kusiazer, Teo as the shadow striker, Mazic on the left-hand side as an AP. And once again, we got lucky. 1-0, Kusiazer, but we had 5 shots compared to those 23. So you can look at results and think, yeah, we're doing all right. But really, if you put the performances in and the sort of like the statistics in, yes, these ones are the ones that matter. But over a long period of time, we're going to get caught out. So changes were needed. And what we've done is we're still maintaining that AP on that left-hand side. But what I thought is let's be more dominant in the middle. Let's get those 2 central midfielders higher, because we are pretty much playing with a back three. Wande is not going to get high because an inverted fullback on defend. Kumbula and Marsha. Paul's then going to get in behind, and then we're going to have Profita sort of like dictating, hopefully, play. Teo as that trequartista, and then João Gonzalez as a box-to-box midfielder. That is the plan going forward. Tuesday's episode, there will be a Malaga Tuesday. I'm going to kick on a little bit, but it'll be a double live com where we'll really look at how the tactic is working in the match engine. We'll play 2 games and see where we're at, play with this tactic and see what we could tweak. Obviously, because of the series, we're having to do 4-2-3-1. We're having to do trequartista. I'm finding it a little bit difficult. This side, playing him on this left-hand side just doesn't work because he gets too high. He kind of sits in these areas, which then stops that overlap. Whereas when it's an AP, the AP goes in here and naturally allows the overlap a little bit more. So I don't want to lose what we've got on that left-hand side with Paul as the attacking threat and also Danny Sanchez. If you remember, Danny Sanchez from last season had a really good season in the league, 11 league assists. So we don't want to lose that threat and what we've got working down that left-hand side. Is the team better? Yes. Could I have done better? Yes. I've only given myself a C+ for today. But I think the squad's good. We've still got players in the squad as well, like Bravo we couldn't get rid of, Mbok we couldn't get rid of, Ontiveros we couldn't get rid of, Dele Alli we couldn't get rid of. We've got players like Uweski, Messi, we'll call him Chucky, who did okay for us last year. Marino's back up. Villadres we couldn't get rid of as well. So there's a little bit of dead wood in now as we look to kick on next season. The aim right now, I would have to say, is top 10 again. I'd be happy with top 10. Like, if we could sneak European football, that will help because a lot of players didn't want to speak to us because we're just not big enough yet. So a good little run in the league to get us into a Europa Cup spot, something like that will absolutely help next season. Remind me, guys, if I'm signing players for Season 6, it needs to be first team ready players. Players that are going to come in and make this starting 11 better. Remind me. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Check out the videos on Tuesday as well, the next Malaga, and there'll be live streams back on the channel next Saturday. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. See you later.